I'm gonna throw up.
Tales from the Thrift.
Okay, so I just got to Janktown, and now's the perfect time to tell you the story of why the first thrift store I went to today is called Operation Convict Gaslight. It got the name Operation Convict Gaslight because about 5 or 6 years ago, I went into the thrift store, and the girl that worked there, I forget her name, but she was a very interesting looking character. She started talking to me like she knew me. And so, like any normal person would do, of course I played along. She kept asking me how Jeff was doing, and I would say, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Not as good as he was a couple years ago, but he's still doing well. Just making it up, as I go along. And I did my transaction, I got my pile of stuff, and I left, right? So, because it's one of the thrift stores that I frequent, it's in my route. I went back again, as I would, and she was working again. And again, she was asking me about Jeff, and I was just saying, he's still doing good. And then she started asking, some more probing questions. And apparently I answered them correctly. Like, are you guys still playing? And I was like, oh yeah, we're still playing. I don't know what we're playing or what, but yeah, we're still doing it, right? Of course we are. Why would me and Jeff not do it? Why wouldn't we play? Why would we stop playing? So I play along the game, and this happens over and over and over again for like a year. I'm not kidding. So, and I'm there every week. So 52 times she would talk to me about Jeff and the old times. And as time went on, I realized Jeff had a friend called Mark. Mark had a girlfriend named Tiffany. And I was part of the crew this whole time. Had no idea what was going on. And then about a week before she finally quit or got fired, as people do in the thrift store industry, which happens all the time. Very high turnover. Finally, I go back and she's there again. And it turns out, this time when we're talking, that Jeff and I were buddies, but we used to do criminal stuff. Apparently we used to jack cars, and we did time together. That's right. We did time together. And we both got out at the same time because we got the same sentence. So me and Jeff, who was her old boyfriend, did time together in the Maricopa County Correctional Facility, right? So I was in jail, imprisoned with Jeff for boosting cars in Phoenix. And Jeff and I were best friends, and Jeff was her boyfriend, but they broke up because, of course, Jeff cheated on her. So, what could I call the thrift store after all this happened other than Operation Convict Gaslight? Now you see how it got its name, right? Because I gaslighted her into thinking I was a convict without even knowing it. Actually, it should be called Operation Clandestine Gaslight Convict, or Operation Secret Convict Gaslight. Either way, that's what the thrift store is called. That's the true story. So now let's go into Janktown here, who got its name in a different way. I'll tell you that story later. Unless you can watch my old video called Gold in Janktown, and I think I explain how it got its name in the beginning of the video. But for those of you who aren't going to go back in time and watch that, I'll explain it again after I bring out this haul.